Have you ever heard of the Mossad? This is the most formidable secret service in the world, also known as the Institute for Intelligence and Special Operations. Now, let me tell you something incredible. The Mossad, Israel's secret service, has undertaken missions that are considered impossible, not only in Israel, but also worldwide. What you may not know is that the Mossad, as I'll tell you shortly, has carried out incredible clandestine operations, often inspired by the Bible. Let's explore this in a fascinating way. The Mossad was officially established by David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, in 1949. But in reality, even before Israel's independence in 1948, clandestine defense services had already recognized the importance of having spies to gather information on the enemy. And guess what? This situation became even more critical when 5 neighboring states sought to destroy Israel. They didn't want Israel to be born, and once it was, they didn't want it to survive. It was at this critical moment that David Ben-Gurion decided to officially create the Mossad, making it an integral part of the State of Israel. Here, I will tell you about a spectacular operation the Mossad carried out. And remember, the Bible also has its intriguing stories. For example, when Jacob was in the land of Canaan, and his sons sold his brother Joseph, who ended up in Egypt. The brothers knew he wasn't dead, even though their father believed he was. And the time came when they wanted to repent and bring Joseph back. They first had to kidnap him from Egypt, which was not an easy task. It's a bit reminiscent of Mossad operations, isn't it? They didn't enter Egypt the same way. Each chose a different path, all in pursuit of information. And so, they managed to locate Joseph and eventually bring him back. Now, speaking of the Mossad, they also have a similar operation, like when they discovered that Adolf Eichmann, the Nazi responsible for countless deaths during World War II, was hiding in Argentina. They could have exposed him to the world and requested his extradition, but Argentina at that time was supporting criminals like him. So, an alternative was to kidnap him and take him to Israel for a fair trial. They surveilled him, gathered accurate information about his routine, and finally kidnapped him, bringing him to Israel. The similarity to the story of Jacob and Joseph is striking. Furthermore, remember when Absalom, King David's son, was rebelling against his own father and conspiring to become king? David sent a spy, Hushai, to infiltrate among Absalom's advisors and provide misleading information to defeat the rebellion. Hushai acted as a double agent and helped prevent Absalom from achieving his goal. Thus, we see parallels between Mossad operations and biblical stories. The Mossad has carried out rescues of endangered communities, obtained the death of innocent individuals, and acquired valuable information, just as we see in biblical narratives. This inspiration from Bible stories is also remarkable. The Mossad has executed incredible operations, such as Operation Diamond, in which they managed to eliminate a dangerous terrorist responsible for numerous deaths. They invested in unimaginable tactics, like delivering a cell phone bomb to him, similar to the story of Rahab in Jericho. Thus, the Mossad demonstrates its effectiveness in secret operations, possibly drawing inspiration from the determination and cunning of biblical characters. So, when we talk about the Mossad, we are talking about a formidable secret service that often finds inspiration in the Bible, carrying out operations that seem like they're from epic tales. Have they truly learned from the best examples? The Bible, with its stories of espionage and rescue, shows us that these strategies have existed for a long time and remain effective to this day. I hope you enjoyed this video and found valuable information. If you liked the story, don't forget to leave a like. It helps YouTube deliver more Bible stories and helps others discover the Bible's history. Share your knowledge with a friend. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I invite you to join the community. Click the subscribe button and enable notifications to not miss exciting Bible stories. And now, I want to hear your opinion. Leave your comments or thoughts below with your questions, thoughts, or suggestions for future stories. I love interacting with you and considering your ideas. Thank you for being part of this channel, and I'll see you in the next story.